Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host, Eric Smith, and today I am talking about Blood Relations by Kristopher Triana. This is from Grindhouse, and it is a short story collection. Before I get into this, if you haven't watched the last few videos I've made, or if I showed these out of order, yes, I have a new background. It's just a different wall. Right over there is my usual background, my comfy chair, my Marvel Zombies quilt. I grabbed a folding chair that I'm sitting on and just thought I'd show off what another wall looks like. Let me know what you think. And hopefully, I'm sitting a little further away from the camera, so hopefully the audio's okay. Hopefully it's picking everything up. We'll see. I may have to go look at these and then re-record if the audio sucks. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I'm here to talk about is Blood Relations by Kristopher Triana. I was bullied into reading that. No, I wasn't bullied. There is a wonderful woman, Sadie Hartman, a.k.a. Mother Horror, who does book reviews, Bookstagram. She co-owns Nightworms, which is a monthly horror book package. She just, with some other people, started a new imprint or press, Stygian, something. I didn't look it up ahead of time. But anyway, Sadie Hartman was talking about this on Twitter. She was reading it, and I mentioned that I had it and hadn't read it yet, and she told me that I should move it way up onto my TBR, so I just went ahead and made it the next book that I read. And I'm glad I did. I'm a big fan of Kristopher Triana, the stuff that I've read, which has only actually been two novels. Well, a novel that he wrote himself, a novella that he wrote himself, and a novel that he co-wrote with Ryan Harding. You would have already seen that Night Stalker's review, I think, by now. And maybe some short stories that he's had in places. I don't know. But I have some of his other stuff. I'm looking forward to getting to his splatter western, which is huge. And he's got plenty of other stuff that I need to pick up and read. But anyway, so, short stories. Two of these were originally published elsewhere. The rest are original to this collection, if I'm not mistaken. And as the title, Blood Relations, might imply, all of the stories have something to do with family in some way. So, let's see. I'm not going to sit here and read everything, read the table of contents and stuff to you, but I do have to glance down and sort of remind myself. So these stories, there's a wide range of stories. There's a post-apocalyptic story. There's a slasher-ish kind of story. There's actually possibly a couple post-apocalyptic. So, yeah, how do I describe some of this stuff? I don't want to give too much away about these stories. Again, always a problem with, for me anyway, with talking about short story collections and anthologies. So, I'm just looking at the table of contents here. You know, Thicker Than Water is the first story. Not much I want to say about it. I mean, it's a good story. It's interesting. There's a little bit of a something at the beginning. I hate to say. I don't want to give anything away because you should read this. I'll tell you right now. 4 out of 5. I would have given it 4.5 on Goodreads. It is slightly better than your typical collection. It is similar in that it does have its ups and downs, but most of the downs start higher than in a lot of anthologies and short story collections, if that makes sense. I just recently, or most likely, if you've been watching all of these videos, you will have recently seen me review an anthology. And, you know, the stories are a roller coaster. You've got some that are down here, you got some really great ones, and then some in the middle. This is more, it starts higher. Like, the worst story in here is a great story. or a really good story, and then they kind of go up to great, and then there's really good, and then there are no duds in here, is what I'm saying. Does any of that make sense, or am I just rambling to the wind? So let's see. My name is Chad. I can't. There's not much I can tell you about these stories without giving things away. My name is Chad. This guy finds some home videos, some home movies on VHS, and they reveal things that maybe were better left unrevealed. Womb, absolutely crazy, possibly the most over-the-top and extreme story in here. It deals with a twin brother and sister that are, well, insane. And what they do, I'm not going to tell you because you got to read it. Kin, Nana's Secret. Nana's Secret I liked a lot. It reminded me of some other stories that I've read, but so it's not, I wouldn't say it's, wholly original, but it's about the execution, and it's well done. It's another somebody, their grandmother has died. They've inherited the house. They're cleaning out the attic, I believe. I believe it's the attic, not the basement. Not that it matters at this point. And they discover things. Well, they discovered Nana's Secret. Really good stuff. Dog Years, great concept. This is one of the sort of post-apocalyptic stories. And again, it's about, this one is about family and found family, I think. The solution. What was the solution? See, now I am going and looking. Which one was this? Oh, goodness. I am so ill-prepared for these things. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is another one that's a bit extreme-ish. Not as extreme as Womb. But it has to do with a family and some sexual exploits and what it's all leading to. Again, I can't say anything. I don't want to give any of it away. Skyscraper. This is the other post-apocalyptic, and it deals with... It's really interesting. It's got some metaphysical stuff going on, and it involves a skyscraper and flooding. Jailbait Frankenstein. I love that title. That I could just imagine if like this collection had just been called Jailbait Frankenstein and had like a garish pulp cover. That would be fantastic. Or just make a poster, make a Jailbait Frankenstein poster. Great story about a jailbait. I don't want to tell you, but it's great. And then I think my favorite one is We All Scream. That's the last story. Possibly the longest. I think it says on the back that 2 of these are novella length. It says a collection of 8 short stories and 2 novelettes. So, yeah, We All Scream has to do with an ice cream truck. And let's just say without giving anything away, it's reminiscent of Needful Things by Stephen King. If you know what that is, I'm not going to say any more. Either you're going to get that reference or you're not. But it's a fantastic story. So that's my sort of rambling look at the stories in here. I could have just looked at the back. It lists all the stories there. Again, they're short stories, so anything I say, almost anything I say, is gonna give things away. But 4.5. Did I already say I gave it 4? And I would have given it 4.5 if possible on Goodreads. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Sadie Hartman, for telling me to move it up on my TBR pile. Well worth it. And it's one of those, when I read something like this, I just want to hit Amazon and buy everything that I can find from Kristopher Triana, which I want to do anyway, but, I can't just always go on Amazon and buy everything I want. I wish I could do that. But I think at this point now, I've read all my Kristopher Triana except his splatter westerns, so I'm definitely going to have to pick up more. So there you have it. That's Blood Relations, Kristopher Triana from Grindhouse. I love Grindhouse. A fantastic short story collection. And, a good place to start if you're new to the wonderful Kristopher Triana. Splatterpunk award-winning author. All right, so that is that. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. I forgot what I was supposed to say there. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Ronin5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comics, board games, and fuzzy animals, is EricSmith5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. And right about now, maybe some stuff's going to pop up where you can subscribe and watch another video, or subscribe and watch another video. I don't know where the hell they're popping up, but please subscribe. Please check out the other videos. And this has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.